Alright, for let's see what the chart has for us. Pairs I'm watching for this week. These are my top pairs for the week from BTC, AUD, GBP, AUD, GBP, CHF, Euro, JPY, SA, USD, AUD, USD, GBP. That is it. And JPY pairs, I'm watching JPY very closely. Let's see what it has for us. So I've plotted my zones already. I've plotted my zones. Market structure: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Instead of it to make another higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So the market is bearish. A breakout of this support zone, turn resistance. The weekly market structure is bearish, and this is a descending trend line. Let's see what the daily. The daily has. So the daily is also bearish. If you read the market structure closely, you see that the market has been ranging here. That was from April 2025. May 2025. That been ranging, break out of this range. This is the range here. This is the range. So the market break out of this range. I broke out 20 October. So break out to retest this range, break out of the zone and retest. And if you read the market structure on the daily time frame, you see that it is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So you want to make another lower low. But this is our first TP at the 100% retracement. The second TP will be at this place. Our second TP to be at this place. Why did I say so? If you look at the trend line dated it ODF, first touch, second touch, and market is stopping at to touch this zone and the trend line. So the trend line and the zone will most likely prevent the market from moving further to the downside. And the market structure for the daily is weak, is bearish. Let's see the 4-hour time frame. Market structure: breakout, higher high, higher low, make another higher high, that is higher than this high. So what is the last higher low? This is the last higher low. Higher high, higher low. So what happened? I waited for the breakout of this, the market structure: higher high, higher low, higher high, break it, lower low. I'm expecting what? A lower high here, a change in trend. And this is my zone here. This is a support zone. When it reaches resistance, when it reaches a breakout, this is a fake out resistance. When it reaches resistance, it break out, it retest it. From resistance to support, it reaches, went up. There was a reaction here. It break out of this zone. What happened? I'm expecting a reaction here. That is a support now turning to resistance. A breakout, and when it retests, go for a short on GBP AUD. BTC. I caught BTC from this place. Fall from this place here. BTC gave over 2,000 people. Now, what is my opinion or my bias for BTC? I've drew my zone already. Yeah, market was making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This higher high, higher low, higher high is higher than this one. The body close under it, lower low. So after there was a change in trend here from bullish to bearish. This is a trend line. First touch, second touch. Market broke this trend line to show that what? It is now bearish. The market structure changes, the trend line changes. So the market break it and break this zone. There's a zone here. Market break the trend line, break this zone, came here again, break out what, and retested this zone. So the weekly time frame is bearish. After the weekly time frame is bearish, yeah, we go to the daily time frame: higher high, higher low, higher high. This was where the trend changes. This is higher high, higher low, higher high. This is the last higher low until the market body close under it. So it forms what? Lower low, lower high. So this is lower low. This is the last lower high, because this was where the trend changes. And this form an head and shoulder pattern. An head and shoulder, left head, right this and this. Left head, right head, breakout, retest, and retest of this trend line. It started coming down. When the market reached this zone updated back from November 2024. the zone have hold, it hold here, it hold here, hold here, support and resistance zone. So now the market broke it, it retest it, that is breakout and retest. So this is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, forming another lower low. So the weekly and the daily is also bearish. So I'm expecting the market to reach this my overall TP. This is my TP1 at 100% replacement. This is my TP2. The week daily is bearish. Let's see what the 4 hours for us. Now the 4 hours is saying bearish. What do I mean bearish? This is a lower low, lower high. Now there's this thing. This is what I call imperfect retest. A breakout retest. But this retest was an imperfect retest. What is an imperfect retest? If you go to the daily time frame, you observe that this you observe that when the market break the zone, it showed a green or a bearish candlestick, a bullish candlestick, a breakout. It shows a bullish candlestick. This green candlestick, if you go to the 4 hour, that is the retest. So a perfect retest is a retest that is going to be visible on the what? On the daily time frame. That is, there is a space on it like this. This is a perfect retest. This is a perfect retest. This is a perfect retest. Yeah. The retests that are both visible. An imperfect retest is a retest. Kind of retest that has just one candlestick. What do I mean one candlestick? A breakout. Look at this stuff. It's expected to. It's different from this one that breakout retest. But imperfect retest, it just has a single candlestick here. Breakout retest. But if you go to the 4 hour time frame, you will see that you will think the market have retested. You can see the breakout was showing retest here. This is an example of imperfect retest. Imperfect retest is a kind of retest whereby the retest on the daily time frame is only showing a bearish or a single candlestick. But if you go to the 4 hour time frame, it's showing it's kind of showing a retest, very obvious retest. You get what I mean? So this place here, what happened here on the daily time frame was an imperfect retest, but on the 4 hour time frame, it looked like a retest. No. So you wait for the daily time frame to have a perfect retest as that of the 4 hour. So you see that this is now the daily time frame retest. Yeah. So I applied my counter trend line. I applied my counter trend line on this setup. Okay. Counter trend line, and I waited for the market to break my counter trend line because the market hold here, it might most likely reach here and push to the upside. So I waited for my counter trend line to be broken. After breaking my counter trend line, I have to wait again for this zone, for the market to retest this zone. I'm waiting for the market to retest this zone, which is a resistance zone, because the market isn't linear, it doesn't go straight like that. It's breakout retest, it breakout and retest. Just understanding market structure, zones, and trend line, you are good to go in this trading. You are set free for life. Understanding market structure, trading, market structure. This same thing that happened here, I took advantage of this. This gave over 2,000 pip. The market gave a breakout. It retested it. It broke this zone. After retesting the zone, it break out of this resistance zone, break out of resistance zone support, and break out of the trend line. So it's the same pattern. Okay, here, it break out of this zone, break out of this trend line, break out of this zone, it break out of this trend line, and waiting for the retest. After the retest, we short the market. Yeah, if you go the 1 hour time frame, wait patiently for the retest. Now the next pair, GBP AUD, I have explained GBP CHF. Okay, for the GBP CHF, I can see that the market was, this is a support zone, it reached here, it hold support. So what happened? The market structure is bearish, lower low, lower high, lower low. This was the last lower high. The market break this zone, it's going to retest the support turn resistance zone. So look at it, breakout, retest. Let us read the market structure here. If you read the market structure, this is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low. So the market for the daily is bullish, but the weekly is bearish. So what am I waiting for? I will only take this trade provided that this market break this zone to show that the bullish change for the bullish change from the change from bearish to bullish was invalidated. That is, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher low. It was expected to make low to reach here and continue going to the upside to make this bullish continuation. But if it breaks this zone to show that it's a failed change in trend, and if it breaks this zone and retest it, we'll go for the what? Go for the buy. I applied my counter trend line here. The market was reaching here. Whenever I reach the counter trend line, it hold. So this, I'm waiting for the breakout of this zone and retest. You can see this is a resistance, support, support, breakout on resistance, resistance, breakout, retest, turn support, and went to the upside. Yeah. GBPCHF. Yeah, GBPAUD. For GBPAUD, the market have been showing bullish trend. It will be showing higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. The breakout of this zone. This is my zone. Or yeah, my zone. I call it zones. The breakout, it reach it hold, very good. It's only a place where you see multiple touches. So this is a breakout of this zone. This is a retest of this zone. So breakout, retest. So it means the weekly is bullish. A breakout of the support zone. Of a resistance turn support zone. Now look at the market structure. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This one like higher high, higher than this one a little bit, higher low. So the daily time frame market structure is kind of confusing a little bit. Yeah. But I only think it's if this market can break this zone and break this trend line for it to align. If you read the market structure for the 4 hour, this is an head and shoulder pattern. This side. Like I'm seeing head and shoulder pattern multiple places. So yeah, I've seen head and shoulder pattern. This is the breakout, this is the retest of the neckline. Was expected to come down now, but it broke this zone again. I only take this trade provided that I can see a breakout of this zone, a breakout of this trend line, a retest, a perfect retest, and I'll go for the buy for this zone. Now for gold. Gold have been acting irrational this time. Okay. Okay. For gold, the market formed a double bottom here. Market has been bullish on the daily time frame. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Also, what is happening on the weekly time frame? Oh, the weekly time frame is still bullish. The weekly time frame is bullish on gold. The daily time frame is bullish too on gold. Okay, let's see what the 4-hour time frame is showing us. Okay, 4-hour time frame is showing bullish. Why? This is a breakout of a bearish trend line. This is a descending trend line. This is support zone, a breakout of the support zone, turn resistance. So I'm going for the upside on gold. I'm going for the upside on gold. Which one again? Yeah, that's my watch list. This GBP, USD, JPY. I took advantage of the move here. AD USD. We are waiting for AD USD to reach this zone, break out of this zone, retest, and go for the upside for AD USD. DXY, no opportunity. Euro USD, no opportunity. I can't see any opportunity. Targets aren't giving me a clear direction. NZD USD, I'm not seeing a clear opportunity.
GP card, no opportunity. So I've been arranging. This Euro card, no opportunity too. S&P 500, no opportunity on S&P 500. US oil, no opportunity. USD card, I can't find any opportunity. GBP JPY, can't really find any opportunity on GBP JPY. Yeah, that's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all for now.